What was that everybody was saying about Daniel Jones and the Giants? Once again, Daniel Jones and the Giants proved me correct. Listen, man, the Giants ain't it, man. They never was, man. Every year you believe in your hype. First of all, the Mara family don't want to hire certain quarterbacks, at least draft them. You feel me? The only one of me that ever had was Geno Smith. And let's just say they set him up for failure there too. We already know the deal. Man, it could be a three-time Heisman Trophy winner who looks like me at the quarterback position available at number one pick they got. They'll go with somebody who's worth fourth round pick. You feel me? That's who the Giants are, man. The overhype of Daniel Jones' experiment is going into his fifth year. Like, that's insane, man. He should have never been drafted that high. He was a third or fourth round pick at best. They surprised everybody when they drafted him. The sixth overall pick, all because he went to the Manning camp. And if you go to the Manning camp, you're probably going to be a top quarterback. Wrong. Not at all. And that was the problem. The Giants kept trying to match the Manning family to Daniel Jones' name. To see the Dallas Cowboys dismantle every aspect of an actual football organization such as the Giants. I've never seen a football organization be beaten like that during a football game, a public outing where everybody eat the barbecues and they get to see can't say that word out loud, but that's what it was. It was a 1920s barbecue. You know what kind of barbecue I'm talking about. And it was just embarrassing. There was no fight back from the team. There was no pushback. And I'm not going to lie, Barkley didn't do nothing as much, but look at that offensive line. Barkley is all you guys got. But you're trying to make an argument where the quarterback money scale should be where it's at because the best player should get paid the highest. If that's the case, Daniel Jones ain't your best player, and he got paid the highest on the team, which was crazy. To give him $41 whatever million dollars it was annually, for what? He never earned his money. He never earned his draft position. And so many pundits on the internet or online with that failed, watered-down program known as ESPN, they make excuses after excuses for him and enabled him. It's the same thing that got Zach Wilson drafted. He should have never been drafted that high. We knew Zach Wilson at BYU wasn't it, but, you know, he struggled against Eastern Coast Carolina, whatever their name was. He struggled against that type of subpar team, and people looked at him as a particular number one pick. I was more shocked when he got picked, the number two pick, but we're not going to get into that because we know why these hypes always get overhyped. Now, with Daniel Jones, that had nothing to do with the complexion of protection. That had to, well, at least not the complexion of protection for the nation or the other football teams. That right there was a complexion for the protection for the New York Giants. You know what type of face they want to be a representation of their team. They want someone who looks like them. They want someone who remind them of their son-in-law or their grandson. They need someone who can make that low-key, that fan base as well feel comfortable with it, because even today in 2023 is amazing, but some people are uncomfortable with this face right here. Shout out to Charlie Batch. I remember Charlie Batch became the Lions starting quarterback. He went through hell through that line, but, you know, to me, he low-key opened the door as far as for a corporate world to be, you know, in tune with the quarterback persuasion of my complexion. You feel me? You okay, Moses? You want the TV? Go change clothes and I'll get your tablet. Moses, go to grandma. Go change clothes. Good boy. My son is close to me, man. He's the one who don't go to school. He's the baby. But anyways, back to this. But speaking of baby, Daniel Jones is like a little boy out there lost. He don't belong, man. I wouldn't even put him as my second string quarterback. I'm not capping. He's athletic. He can run. All that sounds good, but I thought you guys always said you need a pocket-style quarterback. He is not that. He crumbles in the pocket. Of course, their offensive line is not that good, but at the same time, I've seen enough time where they gave him a lot of time, and he did nothing with his monumental moments in that so-called pocket, because he's really not a pocket quarterback. But, man, the Giants once again proved me correct. You're going to go through this curse till the end of times. The only reason you won with Eli was not because of Eli. I also say Eli was overhyped. Y'all went far in the playoff and did what you did because you have a Hall of Fame worthy defense. Everybody knew that about the Giants. Everybody who watches football or considers themselves a real football fan, well, you already know there's no argument there. It was Strahan in that defense that led Giants in the way to those 2 Super Bowls. Let's just say that. And if not for a David Tyree catch, you wouldn't remember no memorable performance by Eli Manning. But he has that Manning last name, so they overhyped him. And if Manning type quarterback of Eli is the best you guys think you can do, then your seeding is sheesh. It's at the bottom of the bottoms, and we're gonna keep sugarcoating and lying because it's a feel-good story. The only great Manning there was Peyton. That's it. The dad wasn't that good. Eli ain't that good. And Ark Manning, I seen him in high school at Newman. He's not that good too. Go ahead and call me a hater for being honest and telling the truth. That last name is a last name people stick to. The football family they should be stuck to is families like not just the Edmonds, but the Matthew family. The Matthews family is a legendary family. Go check them out. They got defense people in their family in the NFL, and they got offensive linemen that's in the NFL or used to be played in the NFL. The Matthew families or other ones who didn't make the NFL but were top Division I players, bro. This is facts. The Matthews families has contributed a lot, to football. Started with 2 brothers, and their kids followed their legacy, and their dads. So, and their grandfathers. So the great, then grandfather, then dad, then them, then the nephews and sons. That's amazing. That's a family I tell y'all to go research and follow, but they hype up the Manning family like that's football royalty. That is not football royalty. Peyton Manning is the one who held it to a certain degree, and the New York Giants defense helped get Eli Manning a name. I'm like what Deion Sanders said, man. That Hall of Fame needs to have a different room that separates yourself. Because can you imagine all these real Hall of Famers being compared to Eli Manning? Y'all gonna make me forget all them horrible years of Eli Manning? 2 good years, if even that, and all the rest of his career was trash years. But y'all don't want to admit to it. That's like Matthew Stafford at the Lions. You guys gave Stafford so much excuses. Man, Rams had a good piece where any good pocket-throwing quarterback could have went to the Super Bowl. I'm not giving Matthew Stafford that. He stunk it up over there at the Lions, and he got rewarded by being the highest paid year after year. So this is, man, shambles. Subpar quarterbacks, below average quarterbacks could be the highest paid on the team. Welcome to a new market. I mean, I do love the capitalist society we live in, so I'm not really complaining. I'm just highlighting, man, the most scrub of the team gets the most money. A dude that puts in more work, he doesn't get none. And I don't feel bad for Barkley anyways, because he quit. He didn't, hey, Moses, what are you doing? Why you did that to the bed, man? Kids will be kids. But anyway, speaking of kids will be kids, Giants will be Giants. You can't even script this any better, man. Look, I'm DJ Bless One. Love your family. Love your kids. Stay blessed.